Hello again.
Hello, Greg. Welcome to the community. We are the community now. Are we recording?
Yes, okay, I started the recording again. So I'm just going to look through the notes from last time, see if there were any action items I forgot. So one of the things we talked about was increasing the use of working groups. So were there any action items there? So the API working group, yeah, one of the action items was for Vinod to send out an email. So that was done. We got some good responses. I think I volunteered to lead it. I got a message from Gaston who said he would be interested in co-leading it with me. So I'll send out an email before the next meeting. Maybe I'll make a separate action items section. I'll send an email before our next community working group meeting and try to actually coordinate the schedule for the API working group. Okay. And let's see, we talked about possibly having an operators working group. So James was going to email the list to gauge participation there, because I think it makes sense for that to be led by people on the operator/users side. So we can see if there's anybody interested in leading that. And then storage working group. So that was something you and I chatted about, Benjamin. And it sounds like you would be interested in co-leading that.
Yep, we talked about that.
Cool. So
I'll send out an email probably tomorrow.
Okay. Excellent.
And see if anybody's interested. I guess we also want kind of like, we would ideally want to have users and contributors like storage vendors involved. I don't know how to make it. Let's see.
Yeah, so I guess I don't know what the best way to reach out to those folks would be. Do you have a good idea of a good channel for that, or know someone who would?
Could probably ask G. I wouldn't really know.
Yeah.
Let's try with the users and dev mailing list, and then we can see. I mean, there's probably some pockets of these people clustering somewhere.
Yeah.
Maybe around Kubernetes.
All right. Cool. Thanks for sending that email out. I'm also willing to co-lead that, so we can see who else would be interested there. And yeah, those are all the working group notes we had. And then monthly email. So let's see, our next meeting of this group is going to be almost the end of the month already. Yeah, the 26th. So I'll probably try to send out the next monthly update email before we meet next time. And I can include some updates from working groups if there are any. I'll definitely include, I'll try to set up, maybe we can set up the first API working group meeting before that email goes out. And then I could actually solicit some or I could mention it anyway in the monthly email. And we had the release go out, so I'll certainly link to the release blog and hype that up a little bit. Okay. And I might actually like to try to get another blog out before I send that monthly email. We had some ideas for blogs. Yeah, below in one of our recent meetings, there's a list of blog ideas we came up with. Maybe I can pick one of these and try to poke somebody to write one. So Vinod suggested the new domain support and how people can take advantage of it. For, I guess, for like availability zone type support in a cluster. Ilya and Vinod, partition aware improvements. Yeah, I don't know that we've really had a blog on the partition aware support. That stuff's been out for a little while, and yeah, some of the large frameworks are supporting it now, so that might be an interesting thing. Kevin mentioned GPU stuff. G and Joseph talking about nested and standalone containers. Recent replicated log work and what it has improved in Aurora. Do you know anything, Benjamin, about replicated log improvements?
No.
Okay.
Is it related to performance?
I'm not sure.
Could be.
G mentioned CSI and resource providers, like doing a detailed blog about that. JPeach XFS disk, agent reconfiguration, and container garbage collection.
I guess the issue is to have people commit on writing something, right?
Yeah. So I mean, I guess, yeah, one question is, what do we think is interesting? And then can we actually get the relevant person to write it? So I think the partition aware stuff would be useful maybe, and possibly interesting to have a blog post about. Is there anything in that list that seems particularly relevant or interesting to you?
I mean, partition aware is it's like the whole stack. That's why it's interesting.
Right.
Resource providers, I think that's a very wide area actually. So that could be a whole series of blog posts if we had an infinite amount of times. So like the new operations we introduced, which could be a whole blog post, for example. Then we have like all that life cycle stuff could be another one.
You mean like the resource provider life cycle?
Yeah. And then how we glue that to standalone containers could be another blog post. And yeah, I guess we could go on.
Yeah, so we could, yeah, I mean, we could, I guess one of the recent blog posts, I feel like we've had some stuff about storage out there recently. So we could do something else next and then come back to storage. I mean, I agree there's a lot to write about along those lines.
I mean, I'm wondering, people will probably present at some MesosCon about this work, right?
Yeah.
So I wonder if we could nudge people into a direction where they maybe write a blog post about what they did, and then they go into the details in some nice session on a MesosCon, right? I mean, that would be kind of going full circle.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, so maybe we can do both of those. I can reach out to both Vinod and to G. I mean, yeah, I don't, if either G, you, or Chunhung would have time / be interested in writing a blog post, like the first of a series of blog posts on like storage deep dives, that would be cool. So maybe I'll send an email. I'll start an email thread with the 3 of you, and I'll also ping Vinod, and see if we can get maybe at least one of those areas to have a blog post out in the next couple weeks before I send out the monthly email.
Let's try that.
Cool. Okay, cool. And I think, yeah, so we've gone through everything from last time. Is there anything new to discuss this time? I'm not sure that I have anything on the top of my head right now.
I would bring up that I'm going to see if I can get students interested in working on Mesos issues at the Hack Illinois, like college student hackathon.
Awesome.
There's a thread in DevList that's going pretty well. I got a ton of ideas from people, and we have a couple labels already. So it's sort of just on me to go through and make sure I have a solid list of ideas I can bring to the hackathon. But yeah, so I think that will actually be moderately successful. It's not a Mesos hackathon, it's just a generic one. But you know, if a student wants something to work on, I can certainly recommend some Mesos issues.
Do you need help with Shepard for that, or is that all?
I'll probably need help with Shepherds from that, depending on the level of interest at the hackathon. So I'll have some people on hand. Yeah, I'll try to make sure I have some people on hand.
Cool. That's great. I'll be excited to hear if you manage to get some folks interested in working on tickets. Do you feel pretty good about the list of stuff you have right now, or should we try to get some more?
Actually, it's a pretty good list here, and I saw some really good ideas. I mean, I'm imagining best case scenario is 1 or 2 ideas get worked on, because there's a lot of open source projects to work on, and there's going to be plenty of other people pushing their projects. So if I can get 1 or 2, I'll be very happy.
Yeah, cool. So do you have an Illinois connection, or are you just randomly going to Hack Illinois?
I have an Illinois connection now. I randomly was connected last year to do a talk there. Yeah, oh, cool. And then I was invited back for the hackathon. I'm like, yeah, that sounds fun.
That's awesome. Great. Okay.
I should ask. I mean, I could bring Mesos swag if, like, I know Judith isn't on today, but if you guys had a box of stickers or something, I don't know.
Yeah, we definitely have some stickers lying around. I will add an action item to ping. Or do you just want to directly ping Judith about that?
Yeah, I'll do that.
And if she, I think she just wasn't available today to come to the meeting. If for some reason she's not available to get stickers to you, feel free to ping me and I can help coordinate.
All right, awesome. I'm pinging her right now. Yeah, that'd be great. And I've got just enough time that we could totally get some stickers to me that I could then take on a plane to Illinois. Sounds like a plan. Cool.
Sweet. All right. Was there anything else you wanted to chat about today, Andrew?
Nope, I'm good.
No? What about you, Benjamin? Anything?
Good.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's all that I've got. Got a few action items for next time, and I'm looking forward to getting some more working groups rolling. And that'll give us more content for blog posts and emails as well. So I think we can probably call it there. Make it a short meeting today. Thanks for joining, guys. I appreciate it. It's nice chatting with you.
Nice chatting with you, Greg.
Likewise.
I'll
Sorry,
see you
I was
guys.
late again. This bumps up right up against my daily meeting. So sometimes I get out of that meeting and totally space that I have another.
Yeah, no worries. I appreciate that you made it in. No worries at all.
All right. Have a good one, guys.
Yeah, you too. See you next time.
Bye.
I don't know.